I love these thumbnail photos. I can have so much fun with them. My goofy one where I'm looking up going, it's raining. Yes, it kind of is. It did. I'm getting my umbrella just in case during our walk it decides to rain some more. I'd rather not be caught looking drenched for work. So, I'm going to show you outwardly what it looks like around here right now. Look at the nice overcast skies and the mist over there in the air. Everything's kind of foggy. Oh my goodness. Over there, everything's kind of foggy. Yeah, there's a mist that has settled in the atmosphere. Right on time for my daily walking routine. Beautiful though. It feels great on the skin. Feels great. Excuse me. My throat is still waking up. It feels really good right now out here. The air is so crisp, I guess is the way you put it. I'm so pretty. And I'm just raring to go. I'm really ready to walk and get moving here. Oh, I'll show you what I'm wearing today. Okay, so we are having a kind of carnival thing today at work. Um, Little fundraiser type thing going on. We're all doing different booths, and mine is the lollipop booth. So I put my little spring carnival with lollipops on it on my hand. You know me, I'm goofy. I like to go with the occasion. So yeah, I'm getting all ready for that. That's later on tonight. Um, I'm gonna probably head up to my relative's house. I'm gonna go and pay my mechanic today, who will be up at my relative's house, and I'm going to go from there to the carnival after I change my shirt because I want to look carnival appropriate or whatever. Okay, so yeah, I don't think we're going to get any more rain, but you never know. On to puddles in my backyard, but there were none, so what you don't see. What on earth? What is this thing? Look at this. Let's find out. Okay. The weirdest stuff you find on the road, especially this road right out in front of my house. Shell. Good morning, Craig. Long time no see. How are you doing today? It was so nice to be able to wake up, wet my hair, put my gel in it, blow it dry, and have curls for miles. Natural curls. Things that people pay to have. I can just get naturally. I'm very blessed like that. I used to fight it, try to straighten my hair, and sometimes I still do let it go straight, but I don't like it better curly when it's short. I guess it reminds me of my childhood or something. I don't know. I just think it looks better curled. What a nice day. Very overcast. I love rain anyways, but I'm not exactly in a rainstorm right now, so just the aftermath of it. What's new, Craig? What's cooking? Oh, there's that bird again. Hi, birdie. It's like you follow me every day. Same obnoxious chirp. Same little scoot across the road. Doesn't it sound like it's so concerned? You play pickleball. You know, I think you used to tell me that all the time when you used to come into my chat rooms, Craig. Oh, man. This is coming down the road. How interesting. I have never seen a school bus pick anybody up on my street before. And there's a police car down there, sitting, waiting to catch somebody, I suppose. get their quota for the day. They're watching though. I always say I live in a safe area, but honestly, it might not be safe all the time. There are some riffraff that occasionally erupt in the area. Right now, I'm thinking all the riffraff might be in bed sleeping or somewhere plotting. Who knows? But anyway, I don't need to walk up that way too far. We don't have too many corrupt people that are police officers around here, to my knowledge anyway. I'm sure there's a few. But for the most part, most of the police officers I've met, I live in kind of a smaller area compared to most. And I think they're just like the townspeople whose kids grew up and became cops, you know, like their boys became the police officers type of thing. So we all kind of know each other, I guess. Look at this curl. It doesn't want to join the other ones, apparently. It just wants to do its thing. Kind of funny. All right. I have not yet eaten breakfast. I haven't decided what on earth I want to eat. Oh, I didn't show you exactly what I was wearing, I don't think. So just in case I forgot. So today I am sporting my fashionable print top. I love this top. It doesn't exactly match what I have on, but I really don't care. Too bad this isn't a different shade. Oh, it kind of does. There's a little bit of this shade in my shirt. Anyway, so I got my stretchy jeans on today, and I just got my old shoes on today. Nothing fancy. I'm feeling relaxed today. Kind of chill, you know. Not a whole lot on my mind other than making sure I'm looking around me to make sure I'm not being followed or watched. Yeah. I'm not one who likes walking alone ever, but I'm not going to exercise if I don't get my butt out the door and do it. And this is my street right around here, so I'm fairly confident nothing's going to happen, but you never know. Like this little woodsy area here, yeah, that makes me nervous. That's why I'm kind of walking on this side. You never know if somebody's in there getting ready to cause mischief. Looks like I'm going to be using my inhaler again today. I think there might be a high pollen count in the air right now. Let's turn around and go back the other way. Get away from all these trees and weeds and stuff. Oh, man. Well, Craig, I'm up to 25 minutes. But I usually end up lasting longer than that because it takes a while to get up my long driveway. Depending on which section of the road I end up on, I still have to get back home, so gotta go up the long trail, you know. Man, that car is banged up all the heck. They got the side of the window all taped up and the front part of their car all taped up. I thought my car was in bad condition. Guess not. But yeah, about 25 minutes, Craig. So, got a while left to listen to me banter. Or you can hit the X and leave like a lot of people do. Such a nice day. Such a nice, overcast, dreary day. I'm sure it's going to brighten up, maybe. I think we're going to get some sun at some point. You know what's nice? The sun might not be out, but my computer hasn't, I keep saying computer, my phone has not gone out yet. I still can't get used to the fact that we live in this electronic age where you can literally use your phone to do so many things. I got a bug on my phone. Even the bug wants to use my phone for things. I grew up in the time when TVs were black and white. I mean, I was little during that time because soon after, you know, my preteen and teen years, we had actual dial phones and touch button phones. fact, that's what I grew up with mostly was dial phones and then touch button phones. I remember what the big thing was when, oh, Mom, are we getting a phone like Susie has? No, I can't afford a touch tone phone. They called it touch tone. And then one day, it was all the rage. We had it, and we were like hoity-toity for having a touch tone phone, a touch button phone. But yeah, I still can remember dialing the phone when I first learned to use the phone. You'd go like this. And it would, you'd pull it this way, and then you'd let it go, and the spring system would go, like wind it back the other way. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Oh, I know, Craig. Really. You can watch me and you live in Maryland. I know, it's crazy. You're really here with me. Live. Walking and walking. Anyway. And then from touch tone phones, cell phones, that wasn't a thing for years later. I'm pretty sure I was an adult by the time I heard of a cell phone. Like, I'm pretty sure I was married before I had a cell phone. Maybe to Celestino, my second husband, before I had one. No, I'm wrong. I was married to my first husband when cell phones became a thing. And I had a little teeny tiny, I think it was called Alcatel or something. Yeah, it's cheap. Little cheap phone. It was this hard plastic thing. It didn't open. It didn't do much of anything. It was literally just that, a phone. No, about rudimentary and very basic elementary type phone system. That was what I had. Uh-oh. Okay. It said tap to retry. It booted me off like it usually does. So, guess I spoke too soon. I'm still going to have phone issues where I get bleeped off in the middle. What can you do? Maybe I need an iPhone. What do y'all think? Is iPhone better or Android? Put your vote in down below in the comments. Or maybe I'll do a poll. A poll might be fun. Hey, didn't I have 2 thumbs and now I have 1 up there? Naughty people. Get me all excited and then disappoint me. Or maybe I'm thinking of the other day. I don't know. One thing that does concern me, and maybe you guys have experienced this, let me know, please. I'm going to definitely be looking for your comments below on this one. My leg, when I'm standing a long time or like more than normal, or I'm walking like I am right now, my leg will literally go numb. Like right now. The side of my leg right here, if you can see that, from my thigh on down to my knee, on just one patch of my leg is going numb. Why? Does anybody have that happen? And what do you think is the reason, or what did your doctor tell you the reason was? I'd very much like to know. I know it's lack of circulation, obviously. But does it mean a blood clot, or what will cause that? And it's not constant, it's not permanent. It just comes and goes. Like now, everything's coming back. The blood's coming back. I can feel my leg again. It's circulating. Everything's like, if you want to say warm, it's not really warm, but it's not numb. Oh, you prefer Android? Okay. So maybe it's just my cyber connection. Because when I get to a certain spot, it's like a dead spot. Every day when I'm filming, it'll like zap me off and say, try again or continue trying or something to get back on. Oh, Weezy's vote is for Android. All the best way. Gotcha. So yeah, I think maybe it's just the atmosphere or something in cyberspace, because it happens literally at the same spot. I'll have to like notice that if I can remember and tell you, okay guys, you're probably going to lose me in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bam, I'll disappear, If I can remember to do that. Maybe somebody can leave me a comment to remember. Okay, well, we're going back to where that angry dog is. You remember that bulldog on the porch? What is in my hair? Ugh. I'm glad I have shorter hair. Because if there is anything in it, it doesn't take very long to get it out. I think it flew away, whatever it was. Probably a fly or something. Gets tangled in my curls. The burden of beauty, I guess. The burden of having kinky, curly hair. There's that curl again. Froing. I do. So people tell me anyway. Okay, so now the leg's going numb again. It doesn't hurt. It's just not a fun feeling. Yeah, I don't see the dog out. So I think we're good. I'm still not going that far though. I'm going to turn around. There's a vehicle coming my way. See? He's coming down the street with his lights on. That's how they do that. I always wondered when I watch videos how people will like film with their head in it, but they'll show behind them. Now I know, because I'm doing it. So the mosquitoes are out for sure. After the rainstorm, oh yeah, we got big mosquitoes. I mean, I know they joke about Florida where they say the bugs are so big they can pick you up and carry you off. I don't think it's a whole lot different here. Bugs are pretty bad here. They're not as big as in Florida. Like, oh my gosh, have you seen the palmetto bugs in Florida? The big, huge, gigantic cockroaches? Y'all can keep those. I don't want anything like that here. Yuck. We do have German cockroaches here sometimes, like when it gets really, really hot in some homes. I saw like 2 maybe in my home since I've lived there. And you better believe I put on my exterminator cap and got out the combat and started just combating, squirting gel all over every crevice in the house, including the electrical outlets where they like to hide. Oh yeah, I zapped the heck out of my house when I started seeing those suckers. No way. Those are not living in my house. So that got rid of them. I haven't seen another one since then. But you know, when it gets warmer out, they might decide to venture back, and I'll be venturing back with my combat. Yep. How do I know about combat? Exterminators that came to my house like years ago when I was married to my first husband. We had a very bad roach epidemic for 10.5 years because my ex-husband refused to do anything about it. And thankfully I went to a church where the pastor, God rest his soul, rest in peace, Pastor Mark, he paid for me to have my house exterminated. And they did it one time and they're like, well, we know that you're not well off, because we were suffering as far as finances go back then for sure. Who knows what happened to our money that my husband made. At the time, I have no idea what he did with it, but there wasn't much we could afford. There were a couple days we went without any food, myself and the kids, and I had to drive to the food pantry to get even a little bit in the house. Anyway, we had a bad roach epidemic. That was when, I think it was Randy that was born, but I'm not sure. Pretty sure it was. She was laying in her crib at night, sleeping, of course, like babies do. And the roaches would crawl on her eyebrows and try to eat her eyebrows. And I was like, we got to do something about this. And if you won't do something about it, I'm going to talk to my church. So I did. The church was called Praise Fellowship at the time. It was in Bettendorf, Iowa. And it doesn't exist anymore. They tore it down. But I miss that church a lot. I really do. I think it was a funeral home before it was a church. And it kind of looked like a funeral home. It was set up that way. But we loved it. I played on the worship team at that church. I played keyboard and sang. So I had asked the pastor. I sat down with him. He wanted to know a little bit more about me, to get to know me personally. Because of some other thing, membership or something, I think it was. And I told him, I said, I'm married to somebody that doesn't care about the fact that we have roaches, refuses to treat them, and I really need you to talk to him. And he's like, okay, we'll see what we can do. Well, he messaged me or called me, I don't remember if I had a cell phone back then, and said, we're going to come in and check out the place and whatever. And I think he came and he looked in my house and he saw the problem. And he called for the exterminators to come get rid of the roaches. And I remember talking to the exterminator back then, very upset. Like, I don't understand why somebody can't, do something about this. I don't know what to do. I didn't have a job at the time, I'm pretty sure. And he said, well, we're going to get rid of them, but here's the thing. You got an infestation, so you're going to have to treat this on a regular basis. And it's not that uncommon in the Midwest, because I live in Illinois, for this type of situation to occur. So you need to keep treating. You can't stop ever, because as soon as you stop, these critters are going to come back even worse than before. It reminded me of demons. You cast out the devil, you need to fill up with, godly stuff, or else the demon will come back and bring 7 more powerful than itself. Yeah, I was like, man, these things are like little demons. Felt like living with little demons. Definitely as aggravating. Anyway, so the guy said, look, I know you can't afford me to keep coming back and treating. I get that. So I'm going to tell you a little inside secret. So here you go, guys. Listen up. Well, you already know because I told you. Combat. Over the counter. Any hardware store. Even Walmart sometimes carries it. Get some of that. Squirt it in every crevice like you've seen me do. And just be aggressive in your attack against these things. And if you keep the combat filled in the crevices, those things will eat it, take it back to the colony, and kill all of them. And that'll be it for the roaches. You won't have a problem with it again. So you better believe I heeded that advice. I treated every chance I got after that. I don't remember how I got the money to even buy the combat. I think maybe my ex gave me some kind of an allowance back then. I'm glad he's not anything like he was with me with his new wife. He seems like he's treating her pretty well. From my knowledge, I don't know. I haven't asked. But yeah, that's what happened. I treated him with the combat, and I learned that. And ever since then, any time I think about the heat coming or I start seeing any kind of critters crawling, I get the combat out. Or I go and buy some combat if I don't have it. And you better believe I squirt that stuff everywhere. So no more roaches. Haven't seen any. Very happy about that. Have seen some ants, so the next time I get paid, time to get the tarot out and deal with those. That's the next endeavor of life. Ant treatment. So I'm only going partway down this road because we are at the 23:50 minute mark now. And I'm going to turn around, about face, start heading back to my path. Now we're at the 24-minute mark. And I'm going to go in the house, and I'm kind of leaning towards cereal with fruit this morning. However, it's not super filling. So I'm going to see if I have any grains in there made up like rice, or I might have more of my veggie stuff. But I want to have something to bring on a wrap for lunch too. So I don't know. I'll just have to see what's in there and get my face stuffed before work. And grab up all my stuff, pack my lunch, and head out the door. Alright, by the time I get almost halfway up this path, we'll be hitting the 25-minute mark. So, I'll show you my kitchen. I told you guys yesterday on my workout video that things were the way they were because I was busy cleaning and, rearranging things, and I didn't get a chance to tidy up. I have not vacuumed yet because my husband's going to do that sometime today, I guess. Or tonight, whenever. So I'm not going to mess with it. He likes to vacuum. He's a good vacuumer. Let him do it. Why not? Hi, Meech. It's my little sidekick walking alongside of me and in front of me. Go on, lead the way, Meech. Lead the way, girl. Okay. Stop to see the scenery along the way, I guess. We are on 25:34 now. So I'm over 25 minutes. There's your answer, Craig Mertz. How long will I walk? I aim for 25, but if more end up creeping in there, that's fine too. Because my ending point is 30 minutes. My last day will be a 30-minute day, and that will be it for Dee Dee's walk and talks. Okay. Now, I will show you my kitchen as soon as I get in the house. We are coming to the happy home front now. There you go. We are in the yard. Oh, the recently nicely mowed yard till it rained, and then it's going to be grown again. Hi, Mav. Not on the roof today, huh? Yeah, I figured out the way Maverick got on the roof the other day was the ladder. My ex came to work in the shed, and the ladder was up on the roof. So, all right, guys. So I'm going to show you my kitchen so far. Forget the carpet. It's not vacuumed. I already told you that. There we go. Countertop is clean. This is my lunch bag that I pack for work. That's why that's on there. But normally, this is my counter space. These things need to go get dumped out for compost. Here's my new shelf that Matthew put in for me. I'm pretty happy with it. And now I'm going to show you my shelf with the curtain here. It's all organized. Everything's in its place. Okay, that's it. And I'm going to clean this off today and figure out what I'm doing with it. Probably putting it underneath most of it. What do you want, Squawky Cat? There's the icky carpet that needs to be vacuumed. And the noisy cat that's making all kinds of ruckus. All right, guys, have a great day. And I will talk to you soon. Be blessed. Shalom.